What's up, YouTube? Brought him out here with a little story this time. No rants or anything like that. No news videos. Just like a little story. Nothing about my real life though. And like nothing, in the real. Just like on the internet world. But it's a little Yoush story. If you use Yoush, you might know that the moderators are a little weird. Honestly, I'm not talking about Homer. Homer is a different story. He's just himself. It's not a bad mod, but he doesn't really get it sometimes. But anyways, I don't know, man. When you think of a moderator for a forum website, you're thinking of somebody who's supposed to represent the forum in a positive light. Somebody who upholds the authority. Make sure things are smooth and you don't have people spamming threads and arguing with people and stuff like that. But in this thread, it's the complete opposite. It's like old California, like from the 20s, how corrupt the government and the policing was back then. It's like that. You're seeing people arguing. You're seeing moderators arguing with little random forum users, like from stupid stuff. And as you know, I like to comment. I like to give my opinion on any forum that or any thread that interests me, or any post. I usually use the YouTube and the gaming, categories, and I go comment on whatever things kind of interest me, which is pretty much almost everything. I'd say I comment on like at least 80% of the threads that pop up from like the past month. Maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? I'm just estimating. But as you do know, since PS4 and the Xbox 720 are coming out, people are, discussing which one's going to be better, which one's going to be better. So somebody posted up a thread, basically. A couple of threads, actually. And multiple people are posting up threads about this. But, I find one last night, and I read it. Basically, it's like, the thread says Microsoft v Sony, if you want to find it. It's by, who's it by? Oh, Devin Yarn, if you want to look at it. And to kind of go along with it. So if you want to go along with it, go find it right now. But yeah, basically the person has a little what is it? A poll, so you can vote on PS4 or Xbox. But yeah, he pretty much asks, can Microsoft outmatch Sony presentation? Will PS4 beat Xbox this time around? Which is a different story in itself, whether the PS4 will beat it this time around, because I personally think it beat it this time or last time too. Anyways, whatever. But yeah, got a couple comments. People kind of backing Xbox on this, like, oh, PS4 had a great conference a month ago, but I think Xbox is going to come back, and they don't have anything. Xbox doesn't have anything to worry about. Kind of, I guess, Xbox fanboys, which doesn't bother me, of course, because I don't care about the Xbox. I just care about PS3 and Nintendo. And yeah. But yeah, and then I finally get on there and then I comment. Basically what I say is that I think the PS4 will be awesome. Sony's having, basically the thread is actually kind of asking which company is better at the same time. And I gave my opinion. My opinion is that Sony, they take risks, they give us IPs, they give us games no matter what. They don't cut back, they don't hold back and like, oh, we can't do this because we don't have enough money and stuff. They don't do that. They never do that. They always give us games. They give us games all the time. They don't, you know what I mean. And then, I just comment saying the PS4 have these awesome features, or they look like they have these awesome features, and Sony doesn't usually disappoint, especially when it comes to the games. You can say they disappointed with the PS3, but still, I don't think so. And then, I gave my opinion, and then this guy, T-Roy, moderator, weatherman of modding, quotes me and is like, whoa, they risk? Are you joking? And he's like, I hope you're joking about that. And then he's like, talks about Nintendo. Starts talking about Nintendo in a Sony versus Microsoft thread, and he's like, you want a company that risks things, that risked takes a lot of risk, then looking at Nintendo, and he doesn't give anything. He doesn't give any examples of how Nintendo risks, obviously. Sitting there talking about how the PlayStation I got discontinued and turned to the PlayStation Move, and how analog sticks on the DualShock controller aren't taking risks. And I'm like, wait a minute, did I say anything about DualShock controllers or Nintendo or PlayStation Move? No, I talked about the games. They're giving us games. That's what I was talking about, referring to them risking us games. And he's pretty much like, give me one kind of give me one example of them risking. And then the first thing I write in the next quote, or I quote him again, and then, like a reply, and I say, the first sentence I say is, what we have here is a guy blowing things out of proportion. Because he did. He blew it out of proportion. He pretty much attacked me. You can probably read it and be like, yeah, he kind of was, going a little, you didn't need to really talk about Nintendo and bring that in and just say the guy, Then I was like, you want a real risk? This is a risk. A company that loses billions of dollars 1, 2, 3 years in a row and still gives us a console. Still, Sony is still giving us a console even though they've lost money years and years and years in a row. Negative years, so many years in a row, but they're still giving us consoles, games, and all that. And then they're giving us new IPs, brand new IPs, Last of Us, Beyond, all these new games, as opposed to Mario and Halo. All Microsoft and Nintendo really can give us is Mario and Halo right now. And I pretty much I said that in this thing. It's my third comment that I wrote, or my second comment that I wrote. And then he was like, I don't even know what this is. He said, so let's see, Mario. He's going around in circles. I don't know what he's talking about. Honestly, I'm actually reading it now. I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. Why are you talking about Nintendo? And pretty much like talking about Luigi and freaking Mario and games, and like how I don't understand what he's talking about. But then his last little sentence in his next post is like, if you really think it's wise to talk back to me, guess again. Then I'm like, oh, okay, he's a moderator and he's trying to bully me. So I pretty much write that, okay, I write, dude, we're not even talking about Sony versus Nintendo. We're talking about Sony versus Microsoft. Why did you bring up Nintendo? Why would you do that? Okay. And I pretty much say that. I gave my opinion, and and you replied to me. And then I said, yeah, I think you're trying to bully me on here. And then he doesn't even know how to spell. You're a moderator. You're supposed to not, type in, you're supposed to type in, well, here, you're supposed to type formally if you're a moderator. You don't, not grammar Nazi commenting, but, at least have some grammar there. At least, let me know what I'm talking. Let me know what you're saying, because I don't even know what the guy is talking about, really. He doesn't even start his first sentence up with an uppercase letter. And then he pretty much quotes one of my comments, talking about how I brought up Nintendo. And he's like, if I'm bullying you, you don't even need to be here. And I was like, oh, really? It's a community forum. And I say that. It's like, okay, it's a community forum. You brought up Nintendo first, buddy. You need to have a seat. Okay, you need to stop. And I pretty much say, I'm not going to argue with this anymore. I'm done. Stop. Seriously. And he's telling me to walk away from him. Then I'll walk away from him. I'll be the bigger man here and walk away. And then his last comment is like, and with that, I'm closing the thread. All I got to say to that is, his ass must have been hurting. I think butt hurt, man. He must have been, oh my god. I'm sorry, but, I don't like to act like a jerk. But seriously, if you're attacking me and then you're accusing me of stupidity and me, like, starting arguments and stuff, no. If somebody comes at me, I'm going to defend myself, of course. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm just walking away. Not immediately. If it's something stupid, if some guy walks up to me and is like, gets in my face and he's like, you want to fight? I'm going to be like, no, I don't want to fight. Get away from me. And then I will walk away. But if somebody, like, brings up and tries to assault my intelligence and stuff, obviously, when he's in the wrong, then yes, I'm going to defend myself, of course. But that's all I gotta say. I kind of had a couple discussions with Homer in this little Yaush forum, but the difference between this guy and Homer is that Homer is right about what he says. He's a little bit too straightforward. He doesn't like, kind of like, Homer doesn't say that, yeah, you're kind of right. He's just pretty much, no, this. That, but he is right. But this other guy, I'm sorry, dude, you're in the wrong. But basically, all I'm trying to say with this video is that, moderators on Yaush need to, they need to change a bit. Don't come at me if you're a moderator and argue with me. You're not people probably read that and was like, oh hell yeah, T-Roy, get him. But it's just like, dude, in all honesty, it's just like, dude, come on. It's a forum where a thread where you can post your opinion. Alright? Why am I getting bashed from a moderator? I can see another average, Yaush noob, but a moderator attacking a Yaush noob is completely, in the wrong. You're in the wrong there. This video is actually pretty long. I kind of didn't want it to be too long, but yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say. I'm probably gonna post this up later today. I don't know. Maybe I might get up tomorrow. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. What's your guys' opinion on that? Did you read it along with me, or did nobody ever decide to even watch this? And I recorded this or nothing. I guess I just kind of wanted to get this out and say something so other people can possibly hear it. But yeah, it's like, dude, come on. Seriously. Think for a second. Think, people. Think before you attack somebody else for having an opinion. So yeah, that's it. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.